What is up, guys? It's Insanely Long coming at you with another video. Today it's Clash Royale, yesterday was Minecraft. So, today is the day, okay? Just read what's up there on your screen. Read what's at the very top of the list. The Royal Giant is finally getting a nerf. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be enough because it's only 0.2 seconds. So this is going to make it to where every 3 seconds he's only getting 2 shots as opposed to 2 shots. But it makes it to where it takes 3.4 seconds to get 2 shots instead of 3. Okay, so, 0.4 seconds, I guess that's it's a nerf, you know. Can't be too mad that the most OP card in the game is getting a nerf. But also the miner is getting a nerf, which is good. You know, that's something that a lot of people wanted a nerf. The Ice Wizard, honestly, the nerf that they're giving it, I think is well deserved, because it has way more hit points than than its brother, the Wizard. And at the time of me recording this video, I believe it's going to be coming out in a day. I think today's the 22nd. Let me check real quick, guys. Oh, no, yeah, it's the 22nd. At the time of recording this, y'all will be seeing it on the 23rd. But, so, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into a game while I talk about it. So that's some good stuff. P.E.K.K.A. Double Prince is gonna be even stronger. It already came back a little bit due to a P.E.K.K.A. buff and a Prince buff. But now the Prince is getting a little bit more of a buff. The P.E.K.K.A. is getting a little bit more of a buff. And the Dark Prince is getting a little bit of a buff. So P.E.K.K.A. Double Prince is definitely going to make a comeback. Zap is getting nerfed as well. But the way that the Zap is getting nerfed is it's just making it to where the time that it's freezing, basically the troop has been decreased. It's not going to freeze it as long. It goes from, trying to remember, from 1 second to 0.5, I think. So now it's freezing it for half a second instead of a whole second, which is, it's a nerf, you know. And then also, oh, I put the princess on the wrong side. Oh. Also, the princess's radius on her shots is getting nerfed, which is good, I guess. That was also something, because I think now it's probably going to make it to where if the Spear Goblins are kind of spread out, for example, it's not going to hit all of the Spear Goblins, now it's just going to hit 2, or something like that is going to be what is changed. Obviously, I don't know exactly the specs, you know, what's going to be changed on it, but it's getting a nerf. Just know that Supercell is listening to us a little bit on this update. It may not be exactly what everybody wants, but it's pleasing the general audience. I can say that for sure, because the Royal Giant's getting nerfed, the Miner is getting nerfed, not the Ice Miner, guys. That's not a card in the game. I'm sure it'd be pretty awesome if it was, but it is not. So the Miner is getting a nerf, the Ice Wizard is getting a nerf. A lot of legendaries are getting nerfed. Also, the Lumberjack is getting buffed. So this update is not completely straight just nerfs. It's also buffs. The buffs may be the main focus of this, but there's cards getting buffed. Okay, just know that. Like I said, it may not be every card that you want is getting a nerf, or every card that you want is getting a buff, but a lot of them are. So the general audience is getting what they want, which is also good. I'm gonna beat this Royal Giant user for sure. There's no way he can get through my tower in 4 seconds. So hit him with a good game, hit him with a thanks, hit him with a thumbs up, and zap. So, alright, so good game to this man. But, there aren't any new cards coming out this time, which is good, because they need to start focusing on the cards that are out right now, at least for the time being, rather than getting new cards to just make it even harder for everybody. The Golem is getting a buff. the golem and its golemites, which is good. That makes it to where the golem's gonna come back a little bit more. It's not very common. I have a golem cycle deck that I think I made a video on, and it was killing in tournaments, guys. I don't know if I have any replays of it. No, I didn't. Okay. But it was killing in tournaments. It was 3 crown after 3 crown after 3 crown. It was pretty crazy, but that was in equal level of play as opposed to kind of tilted battles. Like for me, if I were to hop into a game right now with it, I'd probably get destroyed. But when I was using it in the tournaments, like I said, I was winning basically every game except for like a game against Hog or the Hog Trifecta and Royal Giants I might lose to, as well as the Three Musketeers. But so let's go ahead and look at the rest of the cards that are getting nerfed. So the Baby Dragon is getting a buff, which is good because it's really underused. The Bowler, whenever it first came out, was kind of used, but it's not really used much now. It's used a little bit, but still not very high use rates. And then the Lumberjack is getting balance. It's not getting a buff or a nerf. They're increasing its speed, but they're also decreasing how much damage it's going to overall do. Because now instead of it doing more damage per shot, it's doing less damage per shot, but it's getting more shots off, is how I understand it. I think that's how it's going. I don't know for sure. I think it's going to take longer or it's going to take less time for it to attack, but it's doing less damage per shot. Still not going to be very good, I don't think, honestly. I really don't know what they'd be able to do to help the Lumberjack out. But, and also the Tombstone is getting buffed. It's a pretty small buff, but it's a buff. And the Archers are getting a buff as well. But the Royal Giant, whoa, there's a level 8 at 3174. Kudos to this man. That's a pretty good accomplishment, considering most of the people he's going against, I can guarantee, are using either Miners, Royal Giants, or Hogs, probably. And most of them are more than likely level 10s. So kudos to this man. I mean, I understand that I am one of those people using a miner. Okay, to all you people in the comments or watching this video who are thinking I know I'm using the miner, okay, but I'm just pointing out the facts, okay? More than likely, just about every person that he's going against is using one of those cards. It's just fact, okay? Those minions are gonna do. That tower's gone, actually, for sure. But there's a lot of good that is going to be happening in this update, which is always amazing. That's always something as a player and as a content creator, or even just a guy who plays once a month. That's always something you want to see. Because if you play once a month, come to a game that's busted because you're going against the exact same decks 90% of the time, more than likely you're going to stay playing once every month. But if it's a level playing field, all of that, you're going to probably stick around and play a little more often and play a lot longer than as opposed to if every card was broken. Okay? That's just kind of how it is. But, well, we'll see what this is going to have, what the effect of this is going to have on the meta decks and stuff like that. We'll see for sure. You always can count on that meta decks are definitely going to be changing. The P.E.K.K.A. Double Prince is going to be way more common again. So we will see what is going to happen. This guy has high level cards for level 8. I want to point that out real quick, actually, before we get too far or too much longer into the video. And this is a cycle deck. It almost has to be. You see how quickly he's getting to his hog? It's pretty crazy. He's getting to the hog before I'm getting back to my miner and such. Which I find extremely crazy. That poison spell's kind of saving him right now. So, yeah. But this guy, like I said, his deck, he has really high level cards for a level 8, at least. I find it pretty crazy. He must be one of those players that only upgrades the cards that he uses. That's my guess. Is that fact? I couldn't tell you. But that's what my guess is that he only upgrades cards that he uses. But we'll see. Obviously, I can't say whether that's true or not, but I can say that that's what I think. We gotta cycle back, guys. I don't know if we'll be able to in time. No, well played to this man. I love how he's laughing. But, you know, I ain't tripping. He's a level 8, so he did really well. But like I said, he must only upgrade the cards that's in his deck. He had an Inferno Tower too. Wow. But he has 2 legendaries and a bunch of level 10. He has 56 out of 58 cards. You see that, right? I'm not the only one that's seeing that. And he's a level 8. I really don't know what to think about this man. Because I can't go through and look at the level of all his cards. I can just see what's in his deck. And yet, he's only missing 2 cards, and that's probably legendaries. Wow, I really don't know what to think about that man. It's kind of weird. Because, like I said, he's a level 8. So he's 2 levels lower than me. I have at least 15,000 XP on him, I think. Because I think 9 to 10 is 10,000 XP, I think. I don't know for sure. I don't remember for sure, but I think that's what it is. So I'm about 15,000 XP ahead of level 9. So I'm probably at least 15,000 XP ahead of him. So I don't know. He must, like I said, he probably only upgrades cards in his deck. And maybe other cards here and there. But that is the video, guys. Let me know down in the comments what you think of these balance changes coming on the 24th of August. The day after, you'll be seeing this video if you watch it right when it comes out, or the day of. I like overall very much so what they're doing. It's definitely gonna change up the meta decks. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about the changes. Follow me on Twitter. The link's in the description of every single video. It's Insanely Alone, signing out. Peace.